Unfortunately, we're not gonna do the famous Pico hike.
Again on the same spot. Oh wow, that's weird.
Hey there, welcome to our channel. We are Nico and Wes, and we've been jet setting around the world for the past 5 years. We are based in the Netherlands, although truth be told, we're always on the road. Juggling full-time jobs hasn't stopped us from exploring this beautiful world and sharing it with you. In this vlog, we'll be sharing some tips on hiking to the highest point of Madeira Island, Pico Ruivo.
Morning.
Good morning. Today is summit day. That means we're gonna go hike around Pico Ruivo. Unfortunately, we're not gonna do the famous Pico hike, Pico Arieiro to Pico Ruivo, because of a landslide.
At Pico Arieiro?
Yeah.
So at the other peak of the island?
There, it's not accessible, so we're gonna do a alternative hike.
Which is PR 1.2. So the Pico to Pico route is called PR 1.
Yeah.
That's the first hike. And instead we're gonna do the PR 1.2, which goes from Achada to Texeira to Pico Ruivo. So although you can't do the two peaks, we're still gonna see the top of the island.
So, summit day.
Let's go.
We're in Santana now.
Achada de Texeira is placed on top of the mountain and is the perfect spot to start a few of Madeira's hikes, like the PR 1.2 hike, the one that we'll be doing today, the famous PR 1 hike from one peak of the island to the other, and two other hikes which are Vereda da Encomenda and Vereda da Lia. At this spot you can park your car when you arrive to start your hike, have a bite and a drink, and also stay for the night if you plan on starting your hike early in the day.
This is our start point of the walk. Instead of going from peak to peak, the PR 1, which is now closed, we're gonna take this route, which is PR 1.2. It's much shorter, but also much easier, but you still get to go to the peak of the island, which is Pico Ruivo. Let's go.
So it's actually not only the summit that's beautiful. We just started 200 meters ago and we already have insane views, landscape views. And there, far away, the little white ball is actually Pico Aéreo, which we can't go to now.
So we just heard from some guides passing by that
Which we didn't pay for.
just eavesdrop. We just heard that we're actually really lucky to be doing even this small hike at this time of year, because January, February it usually snows up here, and last years they've had to cancel more hikes due to the weather conditions. And this year is just, it's a clear blue sky, the sun is shining, it's not even that cold, I think it's like 13 degrees.
Something like that, yeah. I'm just walking with shorts and
Yeah,
I'm about to take my body warmer off, I think.
yeah, you're of course hiking, so you also get warm the more you walk up or down.
Oh, look at the view from here. So what's actually really interesting is that right now we're moving around 1800 meters above sea level, and that's where trees start to disappear. The tree line usually is around 1800 meters and 2200 meters above sea level, and that's why we're slowly seeing those trees disappear and turn into grass. I'm always a bit of a slow starter when it comes to running, but also hiking, and I could really give that as a tip when you start hiking for the first time maybe. It's like, take it easy in the beginning, you know, you have all the time in the world, and wait for your body to adjust to the surroundings. As soon as you catch your first breath and you get your second breath, your body starts to normalize and you can just go a bit above and beyond of your own physical capabilities. So start slow and start accelerating as you go into the hike.
Also, how crazy is it that we can see the peak of the island and the ocean on the other side in one 360 view from one spot?
Tip number 2, always wear layers. I started this hike with 3 layers, I already got rid of 2. It might feel cold when you start, it might be cold when you start. As soon as you start going higher and higher, your internal heat just want to come out and you start sweating and you need to get rid of those layers. So don't wear thick sweaters, just like 3-4 layers, and you can just take them off, put them back on when you want to.
Hence the shirt wrapped around his hips.
Some people shed all the layers. Tip number 3, never book a tour or activity for after your hike. You're gonna want to have the freedom during the hike to enjoy the beauty the nature offers. For example, right here in the middle of the mountains, there are some tables for lunch, but you can bring some food and you can enjoy a very nice lunch in the middle of the nature. So you're gonna want to have the time and the freedom to actually enjoy those spots you can only reach while hiking. So take your time. Now that's summit. Tip number 4, please don't be that person who would think they can climb a mountain with sandals, normal sneakers, or shoes without grip.
Apparently I didn't get the pro tips before the hike.
Make sure you buy good hiking shoes with good grip on the soles, good structure around the ankles. You're really gonna need it. Maybe you'll manage with sandals one time, you know, but the next time you want to do a hike, you're still gonna feel sore. So buy good shoes.
We stopped for a quick break about 500 meters from the peak. There's a small cafe where you can have some drinks, some food to relax either before you go to the peak or after. And the holy grail of the mountains. On this path, you can see exactly where we came from. And it leads all the way to Achada do Texeira, which is just behind that mountain.
About 400 meters left of ascending. Let's go.
The views on top of Pico Ruivo are stunning, but as you can see, it does get pretty crowded during the day. If you have the opportunity and like it, we recommend doing this hike at sunrise for a more tourist-free experience. We sure wished we did a sunrise hike. After the hike, we decided to pay a visit to the town of Santana, which was only a short 15 minutes drive away from Achada do Texeira. Santana is mostly known for its triangular-shaped traditional Madeiran houses, but also for its natural landscapes and stunning viewpoints. We were there during the Festa dos Compadres celebration, which we've learned marks the beginning of carnival season on the island. It was a very lively atmosphere and the town was full of food trucks and bands playing music. But one of the things that caught our attention was the puppets hanged at every post in the town, which we've later learned symbolize caricatures of local and national figures, serving as a form of public satire and social commentary during the festival. It was really fun to see. If you've enjoyed our Madeira series, make sure to keep an eye on our channel and follow our adventure on our first ever trip to the USA, where we visited the beautiful Sunshine State of Florida.
What I love about the USA so far is that